Let us go to the fourth recording. Scroll into the table, click on 4.1. And this was an interesting recording where the needle position slipped towards the end of this epoch. Let me maximize the all trace window. Once again, we have a nice position of the trigger, and we can see activities from two different motor units. Their triggering potential is remarkably similar, but the jittering potential is quite different. And here is the window that is placed automatically. I can now position it on the desired potential. For example, I can just bring it over here, or I can bring it on the first one and I can shorten it. But I want to show a different feature of the program. I'm going to place it over here, halfway between the peaks as I indicated earlier, so the window is crossing both potentials. Let's see what kind of a distribution of interpotentials we get. And indeed, we see two different population of interpotential interval values. In this case, I was recording from this motor unit, and then my needle position slipped, and we started, fortunately, recording from another pair. Again, in past, this used to be tedious to exclude the traces from two different motor units. We had to go trace by trace and get rid of them. Now we have made some improvements in the data editing tool. So here is the way we do it. This is my window with ±3 standard deviation. I want to analyze only this data at the top. So I'm going to grab the bottom edge of this window and drag it up. Notice that the data points outside this window changed their color. They became blue, indicating that they have been excluded from analysis. Let me double click. And now you can see a clear difference between traces in the top window and the bottom window. The top window shows the traces that were acquired. The bottom window shows the traces that were actually used for jitter analysis. So this is a very easy way of making sure that we have excluded the unnecessary or the interfering traces. And the jitter in this recording was 24 microseconds. Now, for the sake of argument, let's say I want to analyze the first action potential also. As before, I'm going to click on New Pair, adjust the window positions if necessary. Let me go into this window. Again, you don't have to maximize these windows when you do analysis on your machines. I'm doing it only so that you can see these traces very nicely. I'm going to drag this window down up to here, and perhaps I can bring the left edge. You can move any edge whichever way you want. So now I have selected the second action potential pair for measurement. Now we can see the earlier potential used for analysis. Those traces are seen in white color, and the first recording that we did is shown in blue color. Unfortunately, in this case, there are only 18 discharges. So strictly speaking, I would not analyze this, or I would not include this in analysis. And the command would be to use delete pair to get rid of this recording. But for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to keep this.